Alright, guys, what's up? Gal again, day 3, doing VOD reviews every day. So today, I wanted to look over my match I had yesterday for the Upsurge Contenders League. I had a couple interesting lanes. There's like one concept in each VOD I think I really want to go over. Or mainly just going to say, looking at the lane phase again. I think it's probably one of my weakest points right now. Okay, start off, we have Camille versus Shen. Try to find a good point in the VOD. So traditionally, Camille versus Shen is very, it's Shen favored, but the Camille is like vastly better than Shen. She can get pile. But the thing is, in this game, I have my jungler pathing away from me, red to blue, and I think their Lee Sin's planning to do like red blue Gromp, and then so if I'm low, even low under turret, I can get dove pretty easily. So I had the plan to play the lane pretty defensively early on, but I think one of the mistakes I made was playing too defensively, so I ended up sacking like quite a few creeps in the early game. And yeah, I want to see if that was the correct decision or not. So let's go in there. Minimize this a little bit. Okay. So yeah. Normally my jungler asks me if I want to leash, and it's completely fine in this matchup. Like I said, I want it to push into me, so early prio is not going to do much for me. Let's give him a couple autos. Pretty happy. Shen shows they end up showing on both sides, so Lee's probably leashless red is my guess, but maybe he's doing some cringe stuff like blue or something. So this is really bad to begin with. It sucks. It looks like my minions RNG'd pretty poorly, or like I was hoping I would at least get this middle one, if not also this top one here, but yeah, ended up losing both because of this W. I should have probably just sacked that one and then waited for these two to get low, but happens. This is on this third creep though. I think it's an example of me being way too defensive. If I click, I don't need a space away from this minion realistically. As long as I'm like here, so the sword doesn't go through me, I can probably walk up to get this, and if he's like really wants to, he can probably push me off it, but then he also loses this, which is a fine trade. Instead, just end up having to space off it because I get hit by the W, and I'm just gonna get slapped if I walk up for it. So, shouldn't really control the lane. Unfortunately, missed all 3 melees, but it happens. Not much to do. Don't really. I was thinking this earlier. I think I should have actually walked up to auto him here. If he's spacing my minions, actually no. I should be spacing more aggressively as this is timing out his passive. I should be getting an auto in here, primarily because I want him to use his Q shield, so I can then walk up to, when I W the minions, I can probably hit him as well. So it plays out like this. Get that one minion, which is fine. Take an auto, fine. Can't really walk up for that minion because I know he's gonna hit 2, and if he taunts me, lane will be really fucked. Okay, so another example. I think I should have W'd that minion. Even if he taunts me, I'm like pretty fine. I have my passive shield up, so if he taunts into me, he's gonna have to go through my shield as well. So trade will be okay. As an example, like trade's fine for me, even if he tries to taunt me when I have shield. Yeah, that's a big thing in this matchup is only walking up when you have shield, because then if his taunts aren't that efficient. Don't know why I spaced up there. That's kind of grief. Took auto for no reason. I don't think I should be really hitting that minion. I think it'll die if it goes into turret. Actually, no, it won't. So this is fine. This is like the expected late state. The big thing is I don't think I'm low enough to get dove here if Lee Sin happened to be top. So I'm pretty happy just farming swift. Misclick, end up losing minion. Should have autoed that already. Probably should have gotten that one. So it sucks I'm missing so much yes, but I don't know. Not much that can be done, other than just play better. If I W him here, he should just use a shield, but he ends up griefing it. Can look for a trade here. He doesn't have any cooldowns. This is fine. So I'm about to get ganked here. My gut was telling me that Lee Sin was probably going to be topside here. It's like the wave just in a bad spot, and we know we started red. Problem is we don't really have vision anywhere. Another unlucky thing is my ward just ran out. I should have just warded behind me and played really defensive instead. Get ganked right now. So the second my ward expired, I should have just backed off. Low-key might have been able to outplay that too. So if I think if I could have canceled his Q damage with my E if I played it better. I also think I should have just flashed preemptively. If I just stick on this wall for a second, then I can E to cancel, and then maybe flash out. Nah, the flash was not flashing earlier, it's fine, but yeah, that sucks. I should have had a sense A that he was top, then warded, and even if he was there, I had an opportunity to mechanically outplay it, just didn't end up doing any of it. Okay, this is in a pretty bad state now. I could get reganked pretty easily, which is like the really scary part. Fortunately, Shen lets me crash this wave. I think he could have froze it, and I would have had to play really defensively, but doesn't. Let's walk away. Division in their top side. Now I'm going to be pretty safe from Lee, like next couple minutes. The reason I walk mid here, even though see me, is to like threaten the freeze on my mid laner. I don't know if you actually would freeze it, but I'm not doing anything else right now, so it's fine. Keep stunning on me, which is like fine. Get like a decent trade. Even though I'm like pretty far behind, I end up going more or less even. Yep, plan is just let it come in again. I'm not really contesting the wave. I could probably W him here, but I think he has 2 shield up, and I just want to save it for CS. Which I end up doing. This is another kind of like big moment in the game that I think I fucked up. So in this moment, for whatever reason, I think he would have killed me. I'm pretty sure he would have killed me if I taunted here. Watching it again, because if I E into him and he taunts me, I'm just dead, for sure. I have no way out. But, I don't know what's going on with this other fight. I end up looking, but it's like, by the time I end up looking, it's too late. I just had to make a split-second decision. Ultimately, I decided to play. I ended up hesitating, and yeah, I don't know. I went for it too late. I want to see. This is something that's like really hard to say. It's like an in the moment type of thing. Looking at this, yeah, I should have just canceled it. They probably killed them all there if Shen doesn't get there. But like by the time I looked at it, right, I need to look right now, like right now. Instead I'm fucking greedy for CS and shit. Yeah. So they end up getting wiped because of that, I think. And although like I don't die, it's like it's still pretty bad. This is I really don't know what to say about this because it's such a hard decision to make in the moment. Especially when if I was playing something not carry oriented, like a tank or whatever, I would pretty happily sacrifice my life there, but on Camille, sacrificing this, like, oh man, it's like, I really, really, really did not want to cancel him from this position, or from, even this spot, or I didn't want to die, I guess. Maybe it's just selfish. I think I asked in comms if I need to cancel, and I think I either asked too late or got a response too late. So I don't know. The only thing I wish is that I was more decisive about it. I just ended up making a decision too late and acting on it too late. So, because obviously I went for the cancel, right? But yeah, I'll talking about that. I think from this point on, I'm kind of just chilling. I can't push this with my items, so so I'm just gonna have to freeze it. He's gonna come back and break it pretty easily, but maybe I can deny him some ways here. I think I kind of fuck up. Yeah, I should have not pulled it, or pulled it up instead of like that. Okay. Plan now is just try to find a back timer. It's gonna be really tough with my items, but it's doable, I think. Ideally, he either just shoves me in, or if he lets it slow push out, then might be able to crash it. I also have my Galio Hecarim hovering up. Maybe can chase there, but ultimate's not gonna do much. I think I maybe should have just told my jungler to shove here. But I think if he really wanted to, Shen could have held it. So it wouldn't have ended up too good. So yep, I'm just trying to get the wave shoved in. The way he's positioning here, oh yeah, this. Looking at it again, like, I should know if the Shen's positioning up like this just after getting ganked, something's up, but I figured he was just griefing. We had like pretty decent vision of our top side, so I just had no clue Lee Sin could have snuck in. So yeah, we ended up just getting kind of fucked here. The enemy jungle played that well. But yeah. Back to the same plan, just slow pushing the wave in, and then getting vision / looking for homes. I'm not sure much else happens this VOD, to be honest. You can look at this trade, I guess. Fuck up my... I tried to eat a dodge it, but I'm just too close. Just trying to crash waves. He's freezing on me, but I have my fruit. I took a fruit, so I'm fine. Nobody's... Yeah. I mean, there's probably stuff to say about the rest of this VOD, but I think big takeaways from early game, where I need to know from this early, in terms of playing weak side top, just perma conceding everything's bad. Like, need to know which ones I have to concede and which ones I don't have to concede. Because I'm pretty sure I just missed a couple CS for no reason, just because I'm like putting a lot of extra pressure on myself. Other thing is listening to my gut. I know Lee Sin probably wants to look in this wave. I should just went behind myself and warded before pushing up again. Nope. I guess the thing here is just be decisive, make a decision, and stick with it. I think it would have been the wrong decision, but if I just said fuck it, I don't want to die for this, then like that's the decision. But I end up deciding too late that I want to cancel it, and yeah, ends up ultimately doesn't end up costing me anything, but puts the team really far behind. And it's another instance of like, you kind of have to expect your opponents to be human. Just thinking that they have no working brains like bad. Like, walking up like this is just griefing straight up after being ganked. So I should just know. Like, this is so obvious. Like, looking at this is just disgustingly obvious. I just didn't even conceive that the notion that Lee Sin could be here. So that's just lesson learned. Alright, let's hop to the next one. I ended up winning this game, by the way. Oh god, this lane. Okay. This is Camille Mordekaiser. So I actually asked for this pick. They wanted to pick me Ornn, but I like the Mordekaiser slightly more into this matchup. Ornn gets really bullied, but post 6, Mordekaiser starts winning really hard. I actually heard about some tech today where it's like you go on hit Mordekaiser in this matchup, like Bork, Nashor's, Ginsu's. I don't know if it's actually good, but it sounds hype. Anyway, so early on in this lane, I like to just let Camille shove me in. The thing with Mord is you're so vulnerable to ganks pre-6, especially against Camille, where she can just hook shot and set up the gank like every time, just flash on you. So I'm just letting this push in. contesting her on CS so I can. Just trying to poke her down bit by bit. Clear, pretty obvious she's playing for shove, so I'm pretty happy right now. Just gonna look to poke her on CS. Yep. Let's back up. I'm not gonna trade auto for auto when she has grass. Plus I have no Q. Just looking to get these 2 minions here. Again. Probably could have collected that melee as well, but I didn't see it was dying. I was tunneled too much on the casters. Probably should go W second in this matchup, to be honest. Just so you can, or if she goes W second as well, then you should. Yep. Just basically on these minions. Get a good trade in. And this is just like picture perfect, basically. This is exactly where I want to be in this matchup at this point. Jungle stopping battling topside. And then this is just like, yeah, I don't know what she's doing. My instant reaction was she thought jungle was, or I thought jungle was here maybe. But yeah, I don't know. No, she's just trolling. There's no way that should have been allowed. I was scared to trade because like I said, I was scared to trade because I thought maybe jungle was there after that, but she's griefing. That's kind of on me for, I mean, do we have vision of her? Envisioner, I could have probably extended the trade if I was staring at my minimap. But yeah. Get us down a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I probably could have gotten a way bigger punish off of that, but it's fine. I'm still good. Playing out how I want it to. Just playing it slow, not taking any extended trades. Just slowly poking her down. Not getting hit there, it's fine. Just end up canceling it out of there. It was really bad, but whatever. Actually skip. I want to skip forward, but I shouldn't skip forward. At this point, the lane's still pushing out, so planning on just crashing next wave. Zoom in on accident. Or since it's cannon, I'm just gonna probably still push this and crash next. I think lane might start getting tragic. No. It's not for. It's for like 3 waves or so still. Yep, still pushing this wave and hard shoving next. Should probably be looking at that fight bot, see if I can TP or not. Just cannoning some griefer, of course. Oh yeah. I think this point's interesting. I think one thing with Mord I'm like kind of bad at is just to take my skill shots. Which is like, yeah. I got kind of baited by this W. I should just probably wait until it's more guaranteed, just take my Q, but it's fine. So I end up taking turrets here. The reason I did this is just because at this point I'm planning on recalling this wave anyway, and she's never ever forcing on me in this wave, so any bit of damage I get is like free, I guess. Yeah, free. So yep, just instant recall after this. Walk back to lane with my Rumble. Maybe could have bought tabbies, or can I bought tabbies? No, I can't. No. So yeah, this is fine. I'm really happy. This is, like I said, basically picture perfect. I am gonna be able to freeze this wave, theoretically, but the boys show up. So let's rewatch this really quick. I think this is. I have this really bad habit of placing this ward, especially when the lane's still pushing into me, and I have the time to go place a better ward. I definitely should. To either be deeper in river or this ward here. I think I said that in one of the other VOD reviews, but I ended up not taking it to heart. Also, just wasn't watching my minimap, kind of walked up. Yeah, I'm just dead here, 100%. Yeah. Again, I mean, this sucks, but like, it's not too bad. I just TP back and I'm still in like a really hard winning position, so Like I said, I wasn't too mad about this at this point, but it's fine. Yep. My goal right now is to not the wave, get an extended trade if I can. Chance of having to back out, and I'm happy with this still. I think there's an argument for slow pushing the wave here. I went to go look for the cancel, and then this happens. I guess I've never been in a spot where I'm punished for looking for cancel, but I think this could have been okay still too. But I ended up really fucking up this fight mechanically as well. Again, this just comes from like this really shitty ward, or I'd probably see her like right now, or I'd see her a lot sooner probably if the ward was better. But and even then though, this fight's turnable from this spot. I make the big mistake of ulting Lilia. You can just never touch Lilia as Mordekaiser. Just never, ever, ever. I just need to ult Camille here. I also have my mid laner coming up with the Galio ult, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's just not unhittable, but hard. Then yeah, Camille plays it well. Oh, I made another mechanical error too. Here too. I think this fight was awesome. I got hit by Lilia here. For some reason, I was just like thinking about how I couldn't flash this wall, like the Camille ult. Instead, I could have flashed like here, 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 just anything except here, which I was trying to do, but I just couldn't, obviously. And yeah, end up losing the fight off it. And by extension, yeah, my lane's pretty lost off of that as well, because I just lost so much. At this point, I'm just trying to survive and live, but I keep fucking up. I make another really big error here too. Just ult her for fun. I have no idea why I ulted her, but yeah, I ended up dying again. It's just terrible. This point, yeah, my game's over. I'm just too far behind the Camille. I just want to go over this one. I just want to go over this one really quick. I think I played the early lane really well. I even think this was like basically the product of a bad ward, more or less. There was also a lot of mechanical errors. Just involving Mord. I don't play this champion that much anymore, so I'm just not super comfortable on it. But the Camille thing was definitely just not allowed. I think it was really greedy to go for this cancel too. Honestly, I just haven't seen this play before, so I didn't know it was something that could happen to punish me. So yeah, lesson learned. Going up for cancels is not free all the time. Good ward also, plus mechanical stuff. Okay, this third lane's the actually really interesting one I wanted to look at. It's mostly, I think I know the mistake. I think I watched part of this already, but yeah, going over it really quick again. So Shen GP is supposed to clap the shit out of Shen in this matchup, just like pretty objectively. Like you have basically full lane control, kill threat, so on and so forth. You can match his global with your global. It's just a really good matchup overall. It's pretty skill based though, because Shen has some counterplay for the barrels, because he's slightly increased range on his Q, or he gets slightly increased attack range on his Q. So or at least in my experience, I've had trouble knowing when I'm supposed to hit the barrel in this situation. But the Shen's bad, so I end up kind of just fucking him up. But I still end up playing the Rain. This is the big example of playing weak side counter matchup that I was told to look at. So going this lane, I just want you to recall on 3 against him. I want to trade it as aggressively as I can. Basically take every trade that's not like really bad. Q him whenever I can. I want to make good use of all 3 of my core pot stacks, because when I recall, I'll get all of them back. So as you can see, looking for trades really aggressively. I have my passive up, so I know I can just walk up and auto Q this guy and run away. Looking for another Q here. End up autoing a minion, but I think I was trying to keep grasp up. It's still fine. Queuing on every opportunity. Here, I think I probably should have been wiggling on this minion, but he ends up walking up a little too far, and I can do this to him. And yeah, this is, ideal again. This time, this is like the example of like where the lazy word's fine. I'm on a timer to get these minions slash get the wave in. So, plus I don't think Kha'Zix is ganking from the spot anyway, so it's fine. End up denying them in his melees, and then I'm looking to crash now. Fished for the barrel, but I ended up just getting the minions instead of hitting him as well, which is fine. I end up missing some creeps here because I'm trying to crash it, but whatever, happens again. By the way, I end up going D-Blade here. Honestly, this is kind of like an emotional buy, I guess. I think the more consistent play is just go call and weed him out, but I just wanted to kill this guy because I was fucking emo at the last game. But yeah, I'm coming back and now I'm looking to freeze this wave as it comes in. Big thing though is I need to really not die jungle ganks. I know Kha'Zix is topside, so I have to be somewhat safe. Yeah, somewhat safe in this case basically means just not sprinting into his minions. End up kind of sprinting him in anyway, but I have a lot of tools to live, so it's fine. End up getting a really good trade-off, and yeah, still very good for me. I end up doing this again. I think this is fine, but probably should ward right now. Or probably should have warded. Especially because I know for a fact Kha'Zix is topside, so this is actually kind of griefing that I'm not warding. I end up not getting punished, but it's kind of big. I expected him to walk up and try to hit the barrel, but didn't. Yeah, I don't have any wards. I think. Plus he uses TP, so I'm pretty happy with the exchange. Kha'Zix is still topside maybe, so just not looking for super heavy aggressive trades. This is like pretty safe to do because Kha'Zix isn't killing me from this angle. Kha'Zix Shen isn't killing me from this angle. Yeah, just happy eating this wave now. End up having bad mouse placement there, so missed that minion. Yeah, wave is still pushing out now because he used TP. So just need to be careful of this gank on this timer. I think Kha'Zix is probably bot side by this point though. Get a good trade on. Kind of mess up clicking back there and lose that minion because of it. I saw Shen start moving towards me, so I backed up because I thought Kha'Zix would maybe be there, but he ends up going back to the minion, so I'm fairly sure I'm safe. Yep. Just trying to get my auto up at every opportunity. My power auto off. Yeah, my plan is to slow push this wave and fast push, or shove next wave so I can just recall for Shen. Scale up my ult, bot really quick. Yeah, plan is just to arch up this one now. Maybe an argument for staying and trying to punish the Shen on the wave, but I have my Shen. I just want to recall and look to freeze. Actually, I think I'm supposed to stay another wave. Now I'm looking at it. I don't have the gold for Shen. I end up just waiting for 20 gold and selling Biscuit, but trying to think how this game, or how the rest of the waves play out if I end up staying. The problem is I don't know how much longer Kha'Zix is going to be bot side for, because he kills Lilia here. I probably know he's going to be bot side for a decent bit still, because I see his red spawning, so I think I should have been safe to push the Shen off this wave. So yeah, probably ended up just staying. The idea was I'm happy just buying Shen, then freezing on next. But yeah, that was one of the problems someone brought up to me about playing this weak side counter matchup, where just freezing, especially against tank champs like Shen, just isn't that worthwhile. If it's against a Camille, for example, then bleeding her off gold's like really good because obviously she wants her 2-item spike. But Shen's just happy with just like getting frozen on, and then just like ulting around the map and doing whatever. He doesn't really badly need the gold as much as a carry. So yeah, I actually think I'm supposed to stay on that wave instead of recalling and poking him under turret with my big wave. So yeah, anyway, go back to the lane, start. I think even then though, this not just recalling is fine, but I need to be playing for pressure, not playing to freeze. I end up playing this a little bad, I just shouldn't have oranged. Shouldn't have queued him, but yeah. Again, just looking to trade him really hard whenever he walks up. I think I may have overplayed that a little bit. I walked forward too fast. I should just let him walk into Lilia and then look. Anyway, yeah. Freezing, freezing, freezing. I mean, it's so hard to not freeze this wave though, from this spot. I think I'm probably supposed to let one more wave get eaten and then start slow pushing it out. Maybe just let this wave crash even. I think freezing on this wave is fine. I just need to ping my jungler. This is what I mean, like Shen's like kind of whatever about me freezing. He just ult somewhere and it's fine going down the CS. The same. This is tough actually. The same vein though, now that he doesn't have ult, maybe I'm just supposed to hold it. Because he's not really going anywhere. I don't really have wards either. And because I was freezing here, this opens me up to this. Yeah, I was thinking about. I got spooked with the magic shield, but I think Q kills him here with Grass Sheen. But even if I have to flash to Q him, and if I flash into this, I'm dead for sure to the Gallia. So I'm pretty happy just backing off. Got a really long ulti CD plus a flash, so super worth. End up waiting to see what they do for a wave. Because he caused on Herald as well. This is like kind of greedy, but I think it's okay. Oh, I got really tilted here. I tell my jungle to come hover me, so while I break the freeze, but he just kind of dips out. What I'm supposed to do here, I'm just supposed to sack this wave, recall, and then come back. But like I said earlier, I was kind of emotional after the last game, so just say fuck it, I'm gonna die to Kha'Zix and break the freeze. And then yeah, Kha'Zix just there, of course. Super obvious. And he just did a Rift Herald, and I wanted to walk off for fun, but end up wasting flash too. Just like terrible, yeah, just awful. And then yeah, I end up just forcing the freeze again. And Shen is ulti at this point, so this is like not great to be honest. I should just be hitting all these casters. Also yeah, I just die here too to jungle. I'm like forcing it so hard that yeah, jungle's able to gank me from the spot. And yeah, game's pretty much over for me again. So, man, this is rough. This is one of those things where it's just like, I'm not exactly sure what I was supposed to do. I think I have an idea, but it's still hard. So, I think where one of the first quote-unquote errors may have happened was on that Sheen wave. Fast forward a little bit. Here. I end up opting to just recall. But I think because I know Kha'Zix probably wants to stay bot side for probably Drake and his red buff, I should have some extra time with the Shen here, like 1v1. So I can probably get him to like half HP, push him off a couple minions, and then recall. Even if Shen has enough HP to stay while on my recall in like 1 or 2 waves in the future, he's realistically not going to be able to shove it away all the way in. Plus I still have TP, so I can contest that. I can TP back before he finishes shoving it in, and then freeze if I want to. So I think I end up, what did I lose here for doing this? I guess I just end up giving him the wave for free, plus kind of losing an opportunity to fight 1v1. This is like a really safe play for no reason, basically. Anyway, I opt to freeze on this wave. Try to think if this was okay or not. No, I don't think I should freeze on this wave, looking at it. I know Lilia wants to invade, so I'm like kind of fucking her over by freezing her. As you can see, Gallius collapses, and then if I have Prio here, I can also collapse and then protect my Lilia. But yeah, they're just dying. The freeze does net me something here, which is the flash plus the Gallia ult, but like, honestly, getting ahead of GP is not that important, especially because honestly, I'm not that good at GP. I can't 1v9 games on it. So I think just playing for game state / team in this instance is probably better. And then this is the other big mistake. I just need to take the L. Just accept my jungler fucked up. And yeah, just bleed the wave. I just need to bleed the wave here. I know this is dumb. I know I'm gonna die 100%, but I just did it anyway. So maybe that's like an emotional thing. I don't know. And also here, I'm just forcing the freeze way too hard again. Plus, I should be looking bot side and knowing that their entire bot side's worried up, and I don't see Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix has to be top here. So I need I need to play safe, but I end up just dying. Okay, I think that's pretty productive, honestly. I think I had a scrim set today where I did this pretty well, but it's good to see like exactly what I did wrong in the series. Anyway, yeah, that'll be it for me today. Thanks for watching. Hope it was at least semi-helpful to other people, not just me. And yeah, see you tomorrow.